Hey VC, David here with a video that's in response to a thread that Randall Weaver started, in which he's asked us to share our favorite albums between 2000 and 2010. I have so many favorites, but I tried to just limit to just one album per release year. So I'm going to kick it off with 2000's Heartbreaker from Ryan Adams. It's a great album. My favorite track on this is Come Pick Me Up. But there's so many other great songs on this. To Be Young is To Be Sad, To Be High, My Winding Wheel, Oh My Sweet Carolina, Call Me On Your Way Back Home. Just all kinds of good stuff on this. Don't see a lot of Ryan Adams in the VC. I guess he's kind of fallen from grace right now. He's, with what happened, I guess, earlier in the year. But, it sucks, because he was one of my favorite singer-songwriters. He's still an excellent singer-songwriter, but just hope he gets things, cleared up and gets his shit straight and continues to do music. This is a 2000 Ryan Adams Heartbreaker. Next is another singer-songwriter, and this is Pete Yorn. This is his debut album, Music for the Morning After. Pete is a singer-songwriter out of New Jersey. I think he kind of got his start with doing some soundtrack work for the Coen Brothers on Me, Myself, and Irene. I think I discovered Pete Yorn, I think it was on VH1. They used to show new artists to be on the lookout for, and this was one of those artists, and this is a tremendous album. Life on a Change, Strange Condition, Black, For Nancy, Murray, On Your Side. Just so many great songs on this. If you're not familiar with Pete Yorn, go check him out. He just released his newest album. It's called Caretakers, and I am looking forward to picking that up on vinyl. Next is a band out of Australia. This is The Vines. This is their debut album, Highly Evolved. Really like their sound. They were kind of a heavier rock sound, garage rock, psychedelic rock. Put out 2 great albums. And then I guess Craig Nichols, their lead singer, just kind of went a little crazy on them. And I think the band has since broken up. But this is their debut album from 2002, Highly Evolved. Next is my favorite album from the band Muse. This is their album Absolution. This came out in 2004. I've been a fan of Muse since their beginnings. I can remember them coming to Lexington and doing some radio spots in 1999. They were promoting their debut album, Showbiz. This is the album I feel just kind of launched Muse into the rock stratosphere, I guess. Matthew Bellamy just has some awesome vocals. He's got some awesome range. He's writes some great lyrics. His compositions are solid. So this is Muse, Absolution, one of my favorite bands from the early 2000s, and this is a great album. Next is the 2220s. They were a British blues rock band. I think I discovered them through maybe a Guy Ritchie movie. Might have been Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But they released 2 albums and then broke up. But this is their debut album. I really like the song Such a Fool, 22 Days, Shoot Your Gun, and I'm the One. This was one that was difficult for me to find. One I've had in iTunes that I really loved, and when I tried to find it on vinyl, it just was something that hasn't been released since 2004, so I had to go on Discogs and track it down that way. This is 2220s, their debut album, self-titled album. Good stuff. Next is the album Howl from BRMC. This is the album that started it all for me. I'm a big BRMC fan. I got to see them in 2016 in Cincinnati at a small club. I was 6 feet from the stage. But this is the one that introduced me to the band. They are a band based out of San Francisco. They've had a few lineup changes over the years, different drummers, but the latest lineup has been solid for the last 10 years or so. But this is their album Howl. The song that really introduced me to them was Shuffle Your Feet, and then there's also some other great songs like Ain't No Easy Way, Weight of the World, Sympathetic Noose. Just some really great stuff on this album. I can't sing their praises enough. If you're not familiar with BRMC, go check them out. Next is the brand new, and this is their album The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me. This is a band that I'm fairly new to. I really like the song Jesus Christ. I've gone back and listened to some of their other albums, and in my opinion, this is their strongest album. Again, I think there's been some issues with the lead singer, texting and talking to underage girls. These guys need to stay off their phones. This is a great album. I really like kind of the mix of the heavy stuff along with some of the more subdued tracks. So this is the brand new The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me from 2006. Next is Interpol, and this is their album Our Love to Admire. I discovered them through watching Last Call with Carson Daly. They were one of the bands featured on that particular episode, and they were performing live in New York. I think it might have been Madison Square Garden, but they were performing their song Rest My Chemistry. I really like Paul Banks' vocals. It's kind of got that baritone sound to them. I really like the guitar work that I heard. And then they played the song Heartbreaker Maneuver, which is a great song. So this is 2007's Our Love to Admire from Interpol. Next two albums are from 2009, and the first one is The Heavy, The House That Dirt Built. Again, a band that I discovered through watching TV. My wife and I were fans of the HBO series True Blood, and I believe their song How You Like Me Now was one that was featured in the end credits for one of the episodes. They are a British band. They kind of have a blues rock, kind of neo soul sound to them. Some really great stuff. Got a couple albums out anyways. This is the only one that I have currently. So this is 2009's The House That Dirt Built from The Heavy. Next is the 2009 debut album from The Dead Weather, and this is Horehound. Great album. It's released through Third Man Records, so you know it's, you know, pressed well, packaging was great, a lot of care went into this. Really like this album. Alison Mosshart and Jack White, their vocals work well together. Alison Mosshart is from the band The Kills. Jack White, of course, is from the White Stripes and the Raconteurs. This is a great debut album. 60 Foot Tall, Hanging from the Heavens. Let's see what else we got here. Cut Like a Buffalo. Awesome album. They put out 3 so far, and I'm really looking forward to some of their future releases. And the last album I'm going to share is from 2010, and this is Black Mountain Wilderness Heart. I don't remember how I discovered them, but I know that as soon as I heard their song With Hair, the Hair song, it just immediately stuck out to me like it could have been a track from a Led Zeppelin album. I just really like that sound. I like that 70s kind of rock sound and psychedelic sound, kind of stoner rock. But this is 2010's Wilderness Heart from Black Mountain. That's going to do it for this video. Randy, thank you for starting this thread. If you're not familiar with Randy's page, I'll post a link down below in the description. Go check him out. He posts some really great stuff. He's a big Grateful Dead fan. He shows some really great albums that I'm like heavily into as well. Some of the stuff he posted in his 2000 to 2010 records were albums that I really like The Hives, The Strokes, Ryan Adams, which I showed in mine. That's going to do it for this video. If you're new to my channel, I do invite you to please click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of when I do post new content. And until next time, take care. Thanks.